Wow. Hi, YouTube. Hey, listen. Holly King here, owner of the Reiki Station, the THE Reiki, REIKI Station. That's my channel, the Reiki Station, and also Holly King Wellness. So that is my practice as a massage therapist, yoga teacher, Reiki master, spiritual life coach, intermediate astrologer, right? So I'm learning. But anyway, hi guys. Yeah. Whew, today is a day of just rest. So you may see around me, I'm sitting in the bed. And so, y'all, I don't even know what to say. It's Friday. It's March, not May. I'm always ahead of myself when it comes to dates, but it's March the 10th. And it's about 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. My husband should be rolling in soon from work. But I'm off today, whatever the heck that means. I don't think if you're an independent um, uh, person, you're ever really off. But I've been sitting here now in the bed for a couple of hours, trying to rest and rejuvenate my state of mind. This morning I was blessed to trade massages with a peer of mine. I'll go ahead and not give her her name right now, but yeah, it's been a lot of energy returning back to work since I had a hysterectomy, right? But honestly, y'all, I'm sitting here and I'm watching YouTube, and so I'm taking notes, right? I'm over here sitting in bed, just kind of enjoying the peace and quiet, holding my fluffy little pillow here, right? So good vibes. Yeah, so anyway, can y'all read that? It says good vibes. This pillow was given to me by a friend. She was going to throw it out. It was her daughter's pillow. She was like, hey, I was going to pitch this out. Do you want this pillow? And I was like, oh my God, it has rainbows on it. Yes, I want this pillow. So anyway, y'all, I'm sitting here just honestly contemplating. And so I've been watching some YouTube channels that I am that I enjoy, right? So as a content creator, whatever the heck that means, I am taking notes on some of the channels that I explore with on a personal level, because there's a lot going on in the world, y'all. So much. And so from my perspective as an individual, as a spiritual life coach, as a Reiki master teacher, as a body worker, I'm recognizing these patterns, okay, in society. And so for me to sit here in my bed, I'm kind of in my PJs, like I'm in my yoga clothes, which I really kind of live in yoga clothes. I feel like I live in yoga clothes anymore. But when you have a professional yoga certification, then yoga clothes are professional wear, aren't they? Scrubs, things like that for a massage therapist. You're working with the physical body all the time. And so here lately, as a practitioner, I've gotten back to work, and I've worked in a lot of my regular clients that have just been with me since day one, y'all. Since day one, like the book of business that I have kept over the course of time when I've had upsets in my own personal life, like the people that believe in the art of healing, right, and in the art of body work, like they have followed me around as I have had massive life changes in business, physical, right? The physical things that I've gone through, the divorces, the relationship challenges that I've had as a personal, individual. Like my clients who have inherently been my friends, long-term friends, family, people that believe in my story, right? And what I've gone through as an individual. They've been with me and they've not missed a beat. So every time I've had to stop, take care of myself through medical issues or mental emotional issues or financial issues, whatever the case may be, the last 7 years that I've been a massage therapist, okay, they have just been the light of my life. And so there's something in the art of, being a body worker or a therapist where, we have to be super mindful of this thing that we as therapists practice. It's called transference and countertransference, okay? And so for me to talk about things that are actually more on the psychological patterns of what we do as massage therapists, like it is real. Like transference and counter transference when you do body work with people, when you do Reiki, when you do yoga, every training that I've had, every certification that I've had, has given us education, ethical practices that say, you have to be careful about what you project on people, right? Because as a massage therapist, we hold when you're laying your naked body on the table in front of me, right? And a lot of people, they disrobe down to the bare necessities, right? Most people wear their underwear, some people don't, which is perfectly fine because I keep them draped. I keep them legally, y'all, legal tender, okay? You don't expose the cracks. You just don't expose where people are split, hide hair down the middle. You don't expose those things. To me, as a massage therapist, I have never, not one time, ever felt like that I would be able to take advantage of somebody on the table because I am a spiritual life coach on top of being a body worker, y'all. And to me, I'm looking at the structure of your body. I'm looking at your musculature. I'm looking at where you're holding pain, stress, anxiety. Where is that coming from? And y'all, much of the time, people are struggling with pain, stress, and emotional anxiety, and it's coming from the brain. Y'all, it's coming from the brain. It's coming from the things that we are like trying to process as an individual. And so why am I telling y'all this? Because when I take notes, like I have hundreds of notepads laying around my house. Like I have a cabinet full of chronological, dated, or should I say they're out of order, but for 20 years, y'all, 20 years, I've been taking notes. I've been writing stuff down. I've been basically, this is the book of life for me, y'all. I take notes. And when it comes to information, being able to be a leader, right? A leader in, spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional life force energy, I do feel like I am a small drop in the bucket when it comes to leadership and teaching people to have a genuine self-care practice. Okay. Well, where do I get my information from? It comes from all kinds of different sources, y'all. It comes from so many different places. And I'm somebody that will put information down. Like I will look and I will scribe and I'm going to say like, okay, so I'm watching a video about work-life balance. Okay. And so the content creator is XYZ person. And then I'll watch a few videos on that. And then I'll go, okay, that was really good information. But what is that? What do I need to know about that personally? Okay. Because with the inception of the internet and the World Wide Web, y'all, for close to 15 years now, we as individuals have wanted to be seen. Okay. So Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all of these places that we have put out content, right? So again, I'm talking about content right now as a Reiki master and as a spiritual life coach, not so much as a physical body worker, because right now my big booty is sitting my butt in bed, y'all. I have been in bed since 1 o'clock, and I'm not sick. I'm tired. I need rest. I work 4 really hardcore days a week physically with individuals, and then I turn around and behind the scenes I'm running a business. I'm babysitting my grandchild. I'm taking my son food. I'm picking his ass up from work, at 4 o'clock in the morning because he's trying to get wheels. Like I'm engaged with my personal life, okay? And so I get tired sometimes, and I'm not bitching about that. Y'all don't take this passion as a negative. It's a positive, which is why I'm doing this video, because I am somebody that believes in the power of life force energy. And so how are we channeling that? Like, what are we doing as individuals in order to show people behind the scenes that I'm sitting in bed today, y'all, on a Friday afternoon when I need to be probably doing a few other things. Like, there's only so many times I can sweep the floor. There's only so much time in the day where I can like do laundry and wash the dishes, which the dishwasher's running now. You probably can't hear it in the background, but it is. But it's been sitting there for 3 days, y'all. 3 days, where I've been just putting the dirty dishes in and going and going and going because I've been working. And I'm proud to say I enjoy my career path. But over time, coming up on my 51st birthday in October, y'all, my 51st trip around the sun, I'm recognizing where my body is just saying, girl, you holding some stress, you holding some anxiety, you holding some fascial resistance. I've got some stuff still going on in my physical body, and it's because of my lifestyle, right? So when I am working somebody's body, right? So I'm pulling on their muscles. You see how my shoulders going up? You see how all of my scapulas and my trapezius and my neck muscles, I'm lunged over people all day long, and I'm bent, and I'm impacting my psoas, I'm impacting my core, my low back is tired, my physical body. And then you're listening to your clients and you're like, and I was taught, y'all, to only give feedback when the client is asking. And that was something it took me a few years to learn, is to not project what I think, what I feel, what I believe in as an individual body worker. I am not ethically allowed, y'all. I'm not ethically supposed to project my thoughts, project my emotions, project my advice onto my clients, because I am supposed to be holding space for the client to be able to verbalize to me or not, right, how they are feeling, how their body is feeling. And so as a massage therapist, and I know those of y'all that ever catch this video that are massage therapists, you're going to be like, Holly, thank you for talking about some things that just are taboo in our industry, right? Our clients will either be one of two types. They will say nothing at all, which are kind of the best ones, right? Because you're just you're in that zone with them and you're doing the work and you're looking at the body and you're stretching the fascia and you're moving through, their physical body, and you're helping them to eliminate pain, stress, and anxiety on the table. They're not projecting at you. They're tired. They're relaxing. They just want to shut it off. They pay me $85 an hour or whatever the going rate is at the time. They're paying me money so that they could come in to that room, to that studio, to that wellness clinic, into the space, the sacred space that I've created, so they can just shut it off. They don't want to talk about nothing. They just want to be able to relax, go into their happy zone, and then get up, pay their fee, say thank you very much, and move on. Okay? So that's one type of client. The other type of client is going to be the client that has a need to emotionally, mentally express themselves. Okay? I like those just as well. Because as someone who gets a lot of massage therapy done on her person, right? I was trained, y'all, trained well in my clinicals, okay? I understand that when I am feeling a certain thing in your body, sometimes the pain, stress, and anxiety is coming from TMI, too much mental, emotional energy going into our brains. And y'all, one of the channels I'm going to be looking into was recommended by AJ at the Why Files. Okay, so I don't know if y'all know who the Why Files are, WHY Files. I'll drop a link into the comments when I upload this video. AJ I was just watching his recent video where he had hit 1 million subscribers and got his little gold, YouTube plaque. I have 37 subscribers, y'all. 37, which is a shame because I should have more than that. But I have been somebody that hasn't really massaged my YouTube channel very much. I have been on Facebook for about 12 years. And so my videos have been live and interactive on Facebook because for whatever reason, that was the social media platform over the course of the last 11 or 12 years that I had been focused on, right? So my content was always interacting with the people who are on Facebook. I do a little bit of Instagram, I tried to do Twitter, but I thought this was going to blow up. I thought my brain was going to freaking completely disseminate. I thought it was going to disintegrate as an individual. trying to follow people who were tweeting on Twitter. And I said, oh shit, like this is too political for me, because I'm pretty much a neutral person when it comes to right and wrong. Like, I think people have a moral compass of their own, to where when we start to argue these points in society about what's right, what's wrong, who's on first, where's our money going, where's our energy going, where are our healthcare systems going, which if y'all remember back in 2013 and 14, I left a corporate career as a licensed state Kentucky life and health individual. I left that career because I was like, this data, so much information was coming at me, and I'm sorting through again. Taking notes, right? I'm looking at like all of these trends, market trends, and I'm looking at all this stuff and medical trends, and I when I'm channeling y'all, and literally, like, I'm channeling right now, okay? I'm channeling myself. When I'm looking at all of these patterns of sickness and disease and chronic problems, and lifestyle and diet and depression and heart disease, and I'm not a physician, right? I'm not the doctor that says, I rule the roost and this is what people need to be doing with their healthcare system. No, y'all, no. That's not who I was. I was somebody that just happened to have access to data. And so my role, in order to save large corporations money, or individuals money on their healthcare costs, like, I was what was considered an account executive. And I would go through and I would just be like pounded and looking at all these biometrical reports. And at one point in my career, I just went, mic drop, y'all. I don't know what to do. Like, because I was super involved with my clients on a corporate level. I was super involved as a support person, for my team, for the people out there working the business. And yeah, it was a great career. And it still is. There's times I think about going back into, the data part of what's going on in our healthcare society, or our sick care society, or our wellness society, or whatever the heck you want to call it, the society of feeling better physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, right? Like, I just said, oh my God, y'all, we cannot, as a country, we cannot sustain these type of medical inflational trends. Again, y'all, I'm talking 2013, 2014, so we got a decade to go, right? It's like, we cannot sustain, as a country, our healthcare system and expect that 10 years from now, y'all, 10 years from now, that we're going to be okay as a country. Fast forward to today. We've got large-scale insurance companies pulling out of the market. We've got an access to care issue, okay? And as far as, like, if you look at what the charges are for surgeries, okay? Let's just say, in my situation, okay, recently I had a hysterectomy, a partial. They just took the uterus. They just took the house, the womb, y'all. They just took my womb room. They left the ovaries. They said, look, girl, you got little tumors popping up in your body. I got one on my adrenals. I got some tests coming up next week. That I might have some stuff going on in the auditory realm, the ears, right? But our bodies do stuff, right? So when we stress out, when we have anxiety, we get into what we consider now these flares, right? So autoimmune, right? So 10 years ago, people would be like, oh, you have an autoimmune disorder, and that's just your body eating itself from the inside out. Well, what does that mean? What does that mean? It means you're inflamed. It means you're stressed out. It means that there is something, y'all, something inside of you. There's something inside of you. There's something inside of you, okay? Whether it's viral, bacterial, emotional, mental, physical, the food, the water, the chemistry, the hormones, there's something inside of you that when your body starts to have a flare, an autoimmune flare, your body will begin to attack itself, okay? So autoimmune, autoimmune disorders, they're real. And so now here we are, y'all, we're 10 years down the road, and I'm watching these YouTube videos, and I'm taking notes, and I'm looking at content creators, and I'm just like, OMG. OMG. Like, what are some of the number one subscriptions out there, right? What are some of the number one channels out there that are getting hits and making, 1 million subscribers and dealing with what's going on in our world today, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and politically? Y'all, you're killing me, okay? You're killing me, because I've been talking about this stuff for 10 years. And I was like, we are being challenged as human beings when it comes to frequency. That's it. It's just frequency. It's freaking frequency, y'all. Again, passion, but it's my Friday. I'm off. I'm sitting in the bed doing this video because I can. So I'm thankful for a whole lot of stuff that I've seen and learned and researched and studied in the last 10 years, because it just makes me mindful of the great consciousness of the human being, okay? It makes me very mindful of what's going on out there in the big bang, out there in the big boom. It makes me that much more, I kind of have a little bit of an asshole mindset of retribution, that says, well, everything that I saw from a vision, okay, it's from a vision that I had years ago in a Pentecostal church, y'all, it's coming to pass. It's coming to pass with such accuracy, okay? And again, I'm not telling you that, you need to go buy a lottery ticket today and go play these numbers, and I'm a fortune teller, and then all of a sudden it's like, you're going to get rich and you're going to hit the lottery and everything's going to be okay, okay? That's not the type of headspace, y'all. That is not the type of headspace that I'm talking about. What I'm talking about are trends. If you just wake up, if you just look a little deeper, okay, if you do a little more digging, and you start to ask yourself, why do I suffer from these maladies, okay, or malignancies, or malfunctions? Why do I, as an individual, have a chronic stress disorder, okay? And again, I say I as the collective consciousness. Why, ladies and gents, are we having these reoccurring stress-induced diseases, disorders, disorganizations? Why are we having them? That's the $1 million question. And so I crack up when I do these videos, because sometimes I might look and I get 25 views. I might get 125 views. There are times I go back and look at some of the shorts I've done on my YouTube channel, the little shorts where I just say something profound, or something that aggravates the shit out of some people. They have 225 views on a 7-second video. And I'm just like, somebody's watching. We all know we're being watched, right? And so, but the fear in that has left me. The fear in that stuff has just kind of dwindled away, because it's just our evolution, y'all. It's our evolution. It's where we are at in society. And so 10 years ago, when I was raising my kids at their pivotal adolescent ages, and I would do things like throw the microwave out. And they're like, what are you doing, Mom? And I'm like, we're being microwave energy is not the best energy in the world, okay? Although now I have a microwave because I don't care anymore. I know the truth. And it's not that I'm being facetious, y'all. I'm being genuine. And that, y'all, that is what y'all like about me, is that I can just start channeling energy and talk about things. Somebody's pulling in my driveway, which means I probably need to cut it off. But y'all, seriously, this is the time where we need to start paying attention to what we are putting into our minds. Okay? So that's really all I wanted to say. Yeah, I'm gonna see who's out there in my in my driveway, because I get a lot of visitors down here in the ghetto. But yeah, y'all, I love you. I hope that you'll share this video with somebody, and when I upload this content, that you will subscribe and hit the notification bell. Because if you want to follow my journey, y'all, you're probably gonna have to follow it on YouTube because this is about getting information out to a larger audience, okay? Just a larger audience than just the 1,700 people following me on Facebook. So that's it. I love you. Live the dream. We'll chat soon. Drop a comment below. Subscribe. Share this video. Click the notification bell. if you really want to know what's going on up in my head. So anyway, and if you want some good, tips and tricks on how to not fall short when it comes to like healing energy. So anyway, that's it. I love y'all. We'll see you later. Okay, bye-bye.